welcome to today's episode of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name is Ife West. If this is your first time on the channel, you're highly welcome. This is a place for separating facts from the fiction, the science from the superstitions, and the concept from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I will be talking about the use of graveyard deaths in African spirituality. When we say graveyard death, what do we mean by this? This is simply the sand from the cemetery or sand that is gotten from the places where people are buried uh, over time. This could be a family cemetery or private cemetery or can be public cemetery, but the main thing is that people have been known to be buried there for over a period of time, maybe at least more than a year, going back to hundreds of years, even thousands of years. And the thing about this graveyard death is that over time that people have been buried in this place, the sands or that area begin to have a kind of energetic frequency that is synonymous with the dead. In other words, that place will become a resting place for the dead, for dead people. It will be like a gateway to the underworld or another world or another realm or the land of the dead or the land of the ancestors, or can just be a general gateway. But whatever you know is that that place will be a strange place. It is not an ordinary place. Okay, so those places that they carry a kind of halo around them of dread, death, and all things mysterious, all things dangerous, all things deadly, all things unexplainable. Okay, so it is not a place for everybody. When you see a cemetery, you know that this is a place for the dead. It's supposed to be a place that is reserved for them, a place that should be a place of peace, not to be disturbed. This is another land. It is not the land of human beings. Human beings cannot go there. Living people should not have anything to do with this kind of place, except that they want to go in to bury more dead people, or maybe they want to go to remember those that have passed away. It's not a place you want to go for picnic or for tourist attraction, or a place that you want to go the way you go to regular places to go and chill out and relax. It's a place that you have to respect, you have to avoid if possible. A place you have to avoid. Okay, so cemeteries are not places where you go to play or you go to dance, you go to hang out with your friends. It's supposed to be a place that will be very quiet, peaceful. Okay, allow the dead to have their peace to rest after living a life full of problems and all kinds of unnecessary things. They should be able to rest. So the spiritual thing about this cemetery is that it is a gateway to the underworld, okay, to the spirit world, because that is where spirits live. So getting sand or items from that place is like you getting access to things from the spirit world. So you can use the energetic vibrations of these items to affect different aspects of reality when you combine them in different spell workings. So one items that you find out that they use a lot in African spirituality is sand from the cemetery. People like to go there to take this sand, and they use it for all kind of working. They use it for baneful rites, they use it for protection rites, they use it for wet rites. You can use it for a lot of things. The essence of this is that it has the power to enhance your spell. Okay, if you want to do some very powerful spell, especially with respect to working with the dead, you need to get some items from the land of the dead. So graveyard death is something that is very powerful, and it's a item that is highly sought after, but it is also difficult to get as well, because many people are afraid to go to the cemetery, which they're rightfully supposed to be. Okay, as a living person, you should respect the dead and you should be afraid of the dead. It's not easy to die. Dying is not an easy thing, and for you to die means that you have graduated from this level, you're at a higher level. So you don't go to play with this kind of people that are immaterial. Okay, so getting sand from cemetery is a very, very big issue, but if you can get it, it is something that is very powerful. There are ways of getting this stuff. I have said in earlier videos, you don't just walk into a cemetery and pack the sand and start running away. You're going to put yourself in problems. First of all, legally, you cannot go and take something from, it's not your property. Just going to any cemetery and pack sand, it's not your property. That's not a legal thing to do. Okay. Then you spiritually going there to take this sand. How are you taking it? Are you taking it respectfully? You went there, you just packed sand from somebody's grave. Are you the owner of that grave? You need to take permission from that person. Many people don't know this. You need to take permission, and you need to take it respectfully. And if you take permission, what if the person lying in that grave don't want anything to do with you? There have been cases of people going to take sand from somebody's grave to do a spell. Then the spirit came and get very upset. Maybe you are practicing African spirituality. Then you went to the grave of a Christian, somebody that knew nothing about African spirituality. Then you go and take the sand from a dead Christian's grave. Then when you bring it to your altar, the spirit come and like looking like you like a mad person. Why are you involving me in this kind of things? Do I look like I participate in this kind of rubbish you are doing? You need to know all these things. But sadly enough, a lot of people don't know that spirit matters. Not every spirit want to take part in life activities anymore. Some spirit just want to rest, do their own thing. They don't want to be disturbed. So when you go and take sand from somebody's grave like that and you start using it to do stuff, and the person is not really happy, it's like you are forcing them to take part in whatever you are doing. So they may probably work against that very thing you are doing to make it not to work, and they may even try to harm you for trying to force them into this kind of thing that you are doing. Have you not thought about that kind of possibility? So going to the cemetery to collect sand is not just an easy thing as just going there. You need to know some things to do. You need to know that every cemetery have somebody that they call the grave master, a spirit that is in charge of the dead. Okay, you need to take permission from that one first, and the grave that you want to take this sand, you need to do a little bit of divination if the spirit will accept to work with you. Okay, there are some things you need to do that I will not want to talk on this video. So that is not knowledge for the general public. Okay, if you want that knowledge, you come to my class. I will tell you how to do those kind of things. But the main thing I'm trying to say here is that you don't just walk in and just pack sand and just start running away. Okay, that will not work. So there's protocols to get this sand. There's protocols to get it. Serious protocols that must be observed for that sand to be effective for whatever you want to do with it. Okay, so you need to know about this. Going into the cemetery on its own can even bring problems to your life. There are deities or spirits that are there. Some of them are happy, some of them are not happy. Some people, they don't like the way they died, or they felt that they died before their time. So they are looking for ways to come back to this life, for people to lash on. There are people that died uh, unjustly and they want justice. So this kind of spirit, when they know that you are into the spirit world, they want you to help them to further their case, to bring justice to them. So they will start disturbing you, wanting you to take their case for them, to bring closure to their issue so that they can have peace. So there's a lot of problem going to the cemetery. Okay, it's a lot of problem. So what I'm saying is that graveyard death is something that you don't just go to take anyhow. Okay, but it's something that is really really needed if you're walking in the part of African spirituality. In African spirituality, we mostly venerate the ancestors. Okay, and the ancestors, they are dead people. So when you are in African spirituality, you are practicing a form of necromancy. I keep telling people this, that every time you pour libation to the dead, you are practicing a lighter aspect of necromancy. Necromancy is the act of communicating with the dead. Okay, so when you call dead people's name, you give them food, you pour libations to them, give them drink, ogogoro, and the rest. You are practicing a lighter aspect of necromancy, whether you like it or not. That is necromancy, communication with the dead. Okay, so we should not mix word about it. So the main thing for you to know is that you need to have a stronger connection with the ancestors. For that, you need some materials from that other world. Okay, one of these materials is the sand from that world. That is one way you can be able to get access to the ancestors realm very, very fast and very, very strong. In order to solve this problem, I have been able to make contact with people that have good cemeteries that where they actually sell this authentic graveyard deaths. If you need sand from cemetery, I know somebody that knows somebody that can be able to get you authentic legal graveyard debts that is collected in a spiritual way, whereby the spirit actually agreed. They didn't just go there to steal people's sand, to desecrate people. This is a place that actually works with spiritualists that they have been able to do certain rituals to get the agreement of the spirits to work with people that want to use this sand. So it's not a sand that was stolen or was gotten illegally, it was gotten very, very legal. So if you want graveyard debts for your spiritual work, for your spell, I know somebody that is selling it. I have put the link on my website. You can contact me on my website and I can get it for you. Okay, this is 100% authentic graveyard debt that was gotten legally and spiritually organized in a very spiritual fashion. So it is something that you need for your rights, for you to advance your necromantic work, for having greater connection with the world of the spirit. You need something like this for your love spell, your hexes, painful rites, protection rites, especially. You need it. There is this saying we say that dead body need to catch dead body, spirit need to kill spirits. So for this kind of rite, we use graveyard deaths or very powerful rites so that protection for somebody that if maybe some people are planning to kill you, they cannot be able to kill, they cannot be able to get you because they already see you as the spirit of the dead. So when they send dead spirit to come to you, the spirit don't they see you as one of them. Okay, it's a very powerful rite. So graveyard death, we use it for a lot of rites and it's very, very powerful stuff. Okay, so I use it in most of my rites. So we that are already venerating these spirits, we are already in alignment with the deities. We have to work with the energies of the dead as usual. So if you're working with these deities, you will need something like this. This is something you cannot avoid. You must need stuff like this. And the problem is that people are having difficulty getting it. Anybody can just go and pack sand from the corner of the road and say that it's graveyard debts. How will you know that it is the original thing? This is a problem many people are facing. You go to eBay, you see a lot of people selling it. AST, how do you know the authentic one? This is the problem. So this is why I decide to get this for people that are looking for authentic one. I have been able to make contact with people that sell authentic stuff so that I can be able to give access to to it to provide it for people that need it. So if you are looking for authentic graveyard debts for your spiritual work, I have it. It's available for people that need it. This will save you many times. It will save you lots of money and time. The stress of going to a cemetery, stress of going through all those process of settling grave master, cemetery master, doing right to know if the spirit will follow you or not. If they are agreed to go to grief to do divination to know the one that will work with you. All those problems have been solved. The sand is ready for use. You just buy it and you go straight into action. Okay, there's nothing to fear anymore. So this is 100% authentic spiritually, organically, everything is ready. I've covered all those other processes. So I have it now available on my website. If you want it, you can contact me for it, and I'll be happy to give you as much quantity as you want. Okay, so this is what I have for you today. Questions and comments are welcome. Please like and share this video. If you are interested in learning more about African spirituality, you can register at my website. If you want to do your spells, your packs, exes, love spell, breakups, and the whole 9 yards, my number is on the screen. If you are interested in knowing about the validity of African spirituality, my book is still here waiting for you. So with that being said, I wish you a very wonderful day, and I'll be seeing you in the next video as usual. So take care and bye. Peace.